Hello everybody, my name is Martina and I run a company called The Coffee Fairy. I buy coffee directly from a group of farmers in Central America in Nicaragua. I'm here to talk about why you choose your coffee and how you choose your coffee. You go into a supermarket, you walk up and you find that there are so many different brands, certification, Soil Alliance, organic, Fairtrade, and nobody really knows whether or not the coffee actually tastes any good or is it doing good. I know from personal experience Fairtrade does a very, very good job, but I don't know if you know that Fairtrade only work with cooperatives. That's groups of farmers. I mean, Fairtrade is fantastic because it's opened up a whole international market for third world producers. However, Fairtrade only deals with people who belong to a cooperative, and that means that you actually have to pay, to belong to the cooperative, you have to pay a membership fee. Now that doesn't work for every single farmer in all of these different third world countries because a lot of them can't afford that membership. I work twice a year, I go over there twice a year, I work throughout the year, I go over there twice a year and I buy coffee and visit my farmers while I'm over there. And they're a group of independent farmers who for different reasons, they don't have enough coffee to sell to a cooperative, or they live in a too far out location and they can't do things like that, so they sell to me, directly to me, and I give them the same fair price that Fairtrade pay their farmers. Organic status. The last time I was actually over there is a question about organic status because I know a lot of people choose organic because they think it tastes better than anything else. And one of the things that I did when I went over in January of this year to Nicaragua was Radio 4 have given me my own program, but they're going to be doing the food program on me on the 15th of May. And they gave me some recording equipment to take over there so that I could interview farmers. And I could actually talk to the people on a grassroots level about the difference that's being made in my company. So when I went over there, I interviewed somebody who runs a processing company. Now this processing plant makes sure that all of the coffee passes rigorous certification before it's actually exported. And they export thousands upon thousands of tons of coffee every year. And he took me around and he showed me organic coffee and he showed me conventional coffee, which is my coffee. And I said to him and posed the question, my farmers can't actually afford, and I say my farmers, they're farmers that I work with, and they can't actually afford to put fertilizers, pesticides and chemicals onto the coffee. And I said, but we can't afford either to have a nice little certificate to say that we're organic. What is the difference? And he just looked at me and shrugged his shoulders and said, there is no difference. Your coffee is organic, you just haven't paid that particular fee to make it organic or to have the certification. That's the way that the situation is over there. So I'm not knocking Fairtrade and I'm not knocking organic things. What I'm saying is that it's better to be a lot more open-minded, but actually ultimately the real test of coffee is whether or not it tastes any good. And I promise you that my coffee tastes as good as it actually does. And if you go over there, I'm quite happy to give you a free sample of either the medium or the chocolatey dark roast so that you can do it and you can tell me it is as good as it tastes. Otherwise, please do listen out for the food programme on the 15th of May when I should be appearing on Radio 4 and hopefully you can learn a little bit more about the whole coffee process. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you. Don't run